Welcome back to Fallout 76. I'm Eric. And our shotgunner, Scarlet, here has been making her way around the Morgantown neighborhood. We have Back on the Beat going on, but that's not what I'm really here to do. I'm here to go to Vault-Tec University. A little bit of an update from last time. I am heavily irradiated, which you can see down here. It's 2/3 of my health bar is radiation damage, and I don't want to get rid of it because I have a mutation. And one of my the mutation is Speed Demon, which gives me a movement speed bonus of +20 and a reload speed bonus. I only have 97 hit points out of a possible 290. Not doing so hot. I'll take that pack of smokes because that gives me plastic. Now, let's see here. Scalpel, not too interested in the scalpel. So, the last time I sold some stuff to this vendor.
Now available.
Responder. And it looks like somebody. Laughing because of that item. But it looks like somebody recently just passed through and sold a bunch of legendaries to the vendor. And I am going to see if there's anything I could or should sell.
Proper supplies.
Okay, there wasn't anything worthwhile there. Looks like that event has stopped. Whatever. Oh yeah, that. Yeah. I accidentally did the event last time. So, we'll make our way through these wrecked train cars. With our heated pitchfork. Our serrated machete. Our pump-action shotgun. And a hunting rifle. Which needed to reload. But we want to know what happened to the responders. What happened to the overseer? I'm trying to avoid some of the fights here. So I'm sneaking past all this. You can see Vault-Tec University off in the distance there. There is the Vault Boy. I'm also trying... No, I'm not stepping in the open. I'm also trying to avoid touching water and eating things. I could just remove my rads, but then I'd lose Speed Demon, and I like Speed Demon so much. So, to remove my rads, I have a handful of options. Oh no, they're chasing me now. Nope, see ya. I'm not here to fight. I can take any form of rad away, which will reduce my rads and has a good chance of curing me of mutations. Which is not what I want, because I want to keep my mutation. The other one is I can use an archway, a decontamination archway, which there's a good chance that I might find one at someone else's camp. And that's cool and all. But that also has a chance of, I think it actually does, it just straight up cures mutations. So, obviously not something I want to use either. Hello, feral ghouls. So, my other options are to obtain a perk from Endurance that's called Solar Powered, which during the daytime hours slowly regenerates my, removes my radiation, which is really good, but it's like a level 20-something perk. And if we take a look, I'm level 9! So that's not how... Oh, actually, I'm about to be level 10. So yes, that is happening. Let's So yeah, obviously I don't have it. I mean, I could take Lead Belly. I do like Lead Belly. Lead Belly does let me eat without being irradiated. I don't want anything from here. Do I want another rank of Makeshift Warrior? Nope. Go back to picking perks, thank you. Do I want one more ranks of Through Hiker? I wouldn't mind Pharma. Pharma is pretty useful. And my new perk is Good Assault. I think in this case I am going to take Makeshift Warrior. And I'm going to rank up these cards. Equip it. There you go. And my other option is to buy Grape Nuka-Cola, which is only purchasable at the White Springs Resort down here. And obviously, I have not discovered the White Springs Resort. I mean, if it gets too bad, I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and take Radaway.
Heads up, responders. The food processing machines at Mama Dolce's have finally cooled down enough to work again. I've set them up to make canned stew using the ingredient containers spread around the factory. Well, the machines make a hell of a racket, so you'll probably get some unwanted guests.
Not interested. Thank you, though. I am moving my way into Vault-Tec University, VTU, to see what is going on with the Overseer. I'm seeing multiple feral ghouls already. I'm hiding in the toilet stall. Maybe they won't find me. Oh, conveniently, my gun's breaking, too. So I need a weapons workbench. And that's more radiation damage. Alright, I think before I focus on anything else, I'm going to work on sweeping through and clearing this place out. Oh, this is a mock vault in here. It's probably hard to see. I'll probably need to lighten this up. Missed and kind of gave away my position. Gotcha. Ah, there it goes. Still some around, so I really want to give this place a good explore, good search. But the ghouls are going to make it kind of hard. Vault simulation entrance. Okay, what's going on here? Previous simulation status. Failure, total loss of life. So, my question is, knowing Vault-Tec, those were probably, like, students. But were they simulated? Like a computer simulation? Maybe? Simulation Vault current status. Vault has been cleaned by automated systems and is ready for the next simulation. No plans available for the upcoming system, awaiting setup and instructions. Security door control, open door, and I'm probably going to get a ton of ghouls coming to my face. Nope. Actually, the kung fu might not be too bad. I don't see anything in there. There's nothing here in the classroom. Tin can, that's lead and metal, which effectively is a bullet. I heard that. Oh! You just randomly died. Alright, so this is pretty empty. Screening. I don't know what else is to do here. There's nothing for me to shoot, although I'm actually not complaining about that for a change. Oh, hold on here. Cake pan, home plate, deathclaw, plastic bowl, plastic plate. Okay, those are all things I need. Why was there a deathclaw hide in here? I don't know. Not gonna ask questions. Over encumbered, because who isn't in this game? We don't have a single working computer that I found yet. And that leads outside. It's not what I'm looking for. Okay. So Vault-Tec University was used to train future Vault-Tec employees, specifically overseers. And my overseer went here for some reason. Okay, let's head up to the overseer's office. It's not our overseer, it is the overseer of the fake vault overseer. Hello? Vault-Tec University dead people. A sliding door that goes into here. And a corpse who, with a rag and rat poison, so it looks like he poisoned himself or herself or whatever. And I just knocked the skeleton out of the bed. Good job. Let's have a search around here, huh? Well, looks like they're trying to get out as well. And it opens up. So it was probably locked when they were here. The Overseer's log. That's a lot of logs. Alright, so on October 15th, this guy was starting a food paste. And this was just happened 8 days before the bombs fell. And then on the 16th, he got his dwellers. On the 17th, things have been going well, and it's going to be now on the 17th, on the 17th, everything was going well, and it was 4 weeks until the simulation was over. So a month-long simulation. On the 19th, they are eating less of the experimental formulation. The report full of bellies is satisfactory metabolisms. On the day the bombs fell, October 23rd, 2077, it felt like something happened outside today. Almost like an earthquake, and we lost power in the vault temporarily. The dwellers were able to quickly restore power via the backup generators. I assume that this is part of a drill, and my people performed admirably. 3 days later, a heart attack. Sudden and out of nowhere, one of the maintenance staff died in the middle of his work. I'm waiting for the coroner's report to make any decisions. The next day, the coroner did a full autopsy, and it looks like it wasn't a heart attack, but the arterial walls of the heart hardened and cracked. I've ordered a medical review of the control group and members of the test group. So, someone died, and now this overseer is springing into action to see what is going to happen. 28th. It's conclusive. My food paste formulation causes arterial plaque buildup. There are no signs of buildup in the control group, so I've ordered the dwellers to take stock of the remaining standard issue food to see if we have another week left in us. 29th. More bad news. My food paste was not as popular as I thought. Apparently a black market for standard rations cropped up, and we only have 2 days for everyone in the vault. I want to try and figure a solution to this problem before I signal my advisors to the end of the test prematurely. This is my senior thesis experiment, and if I fail, I won't be able to operate as a full overseer. The 31st. The dwellers are threatening to revolt if I don't call the experiment. They burn through the rations quicker than we thought and are now getting scared. I'm going to signal my advisor and cancel the test. I can't take the chance that we're going to lose anyone else. So, taking full responsibility for the matter, even though it is ruining your senior thesis. No response from the outside. The dwellers think that I'm lying to them and are threatening to storm my office. I'm not sure if I can hold off a full offense for 2 weeks. And then November the 2nd. They've reached the outer seal and are at the door of my office. I can hear the drill operating. It'll take them days to get through, but I can't take the chance. I don't know why my advisors aren't responding. People are dying here, and more are going to die, and there's nothing I can do about it. This will be my final entry before I barricade myself in my bedroom in the hopes that I can outlast the timed locks. God willing, this is not part of the test. Something tells me it's not. So that's why we have all of these corpses here. Right there, folding chairs and brooms and their death. This was the overseer in training, as it were. Of course, what they don't realize is the apocalypse happened. And of course, what they also don't realize is, since the apocalypse happened, no one could be releasing them from their experiment. Course syllabus template. It's a template for all the course it is. Yes, it's a template for all the professors. Notes to self. Horse Creek petroglyphs. Had a chance to go study the Horse Creek petroglyphs in person. I've been meaning to do so ever since moving to West Virginia. They've always fascinated me. The idea that Europeans landed in North America and traveled that far inland during the 6th or 7th century is fascinating. Now, whether it was written in Old Irish Ogham, Basque, or some other ancient language is up for debate. Personally, I prefer the Basque translation, as it paints a vivid picture of a great bison hunt. But regardless, it's exciting to study and theorize about any pictoglyphs in our own backyard. True. Jacqueline brought me more of her notes about the other day. Still not sure what to make of the runes. They don't match any of the native petroglyphs in the area, nor do they match the old European runes I would have expected. Still, I'm confident I will be able to match somewhere. And if not, there may be enough to go around to piece together a rough idea of what they say, if anything. I'm beginning to think it may be nonsense, but I'm intrigued. Vault-Tec University, VTU. Ever since Vault-Tec bought the university, I've been shifting focus from classic education and moving towards more specialized classes. I've seen several other professors get the boot, but thankfully, I seem to have been spared thus far. I should feel lucky they believe language is a skill worth preserving. In the event society collapses, and we all need to move underground. Horse Creek. Okay, so, cool story. I like it. Nice little idea of what's going on with some of the people here, but doesn't quite tell me much else. other than I probably need to visit Horse Creek. Lounge. Oh, doesn't look like I need to bother with my firearm in here. Ooh, a book. Zeta Invaders, the video game. Yes! Ah. Oh. Oh no, I'm destroying my own barn. Oh, I got hit. No, don't take my cow. No. Oh, I lost points to the cow. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is getting precarious. Getting a little hairy here. Oh, we got each other. I suppose I should explore some more now. Office of the Dean and Overseer Training, huh? Dean Harlan Elliott's workstation. Liam Hornwright. My understanding is that Mr. Hornwright is attending the school primarily to party and spends the majority of his time in a haze of marijuana, hence the absurd and hastily banged out proposal. However, his family connections have made him a potential liability, so we will have to see how we handle his future training. Collingsworth, Drew. Collingsworth's proposed experiment has evolved beyond my wildest expectations. His initial proposal minored other successful food replacement schemes and even showed a little imagination for once. I pushed him towards a more interesting experiment. Collingsworth's proposed experiment has evolved beyond my wildest expectations. His initial proposal mirrored other successful food replacement schemes and even showed a little more imagination for once. I push him towards a more interesting experiment that should test the general willpower of individuals and how they react to deaths caused by food supply. I've tasted his pastes. They're suitably horrible, so we're going to mass produce them and add an arterial plaquing agent that should cause rapid circulatory system decline. I expect a full-blown revolt within 2 weeks, and we should be able to end the experiment in the middle of week 3. Wow! What a jerk! He sabotaged things. Shelby O'Rourke. O'Rourke has proven to be persistent enough to convince me to grant her a small amount of funding for her thesis project to provide evidence of so-called cryptids. Should she prove the existence and have appropriate data, this would be a major breakthrough that Vault-Tec can surely benefit from. If anything, it gets her out of hair for a few months. Out of here for a few months? Out of my hair for a few months? This guy had a couple of typos. Not what I was expecting from a dean. Should she not return within her given time period, we'll need to find a team to locate her, whether she hold up and retrieve any data for investigation. So it says find Shelby O'Rourke's shack. Oh, safe control. Yes, let's do that too. Not too shabby. So you want me to find Shelby O'Rourke's shack, which is way off in the northeast part of the map, and I'm all the way here. That's not too terrible, but that's a whole mountain range. And a skull cave I need to cross. Okay, so the dean of this place was quite a jerk. I mean, I guess he was doing what Vault-Tec wanted him to do. Then again, he also might have been Vault-Tec himself, and they were just making things worse for the sake of making things worse. Computer lab. Liam Hornwright's workstation. Well, would you look at that? Abstract. I don't even want to read that out loud. Okay, so obviously Drew Collingsworth. Ah, yes, and this is where we can find some various overseer information bits. Your proposal has come off a long way, and the board has agreed to give you 1 month of vault time. Okay. Well, we can see the development of things happening here, which is nifty. Alright, so Hornwrights were important people, and their son was going to school here, and was just pretty much being a regular college student and not really caring. Just partying a little bit too much. There's a lot of good loot in here. Like scrap, at least. However, I haven't found anything from my overseer who trained here. I've been walking around here for goodness knows how long now. So, I'm gonna have to do a perimeter sweep because I can't find the overseer's logs. Which is because they're in a different building. Have a Molotov. Oh. I may have made a serious mistake. Oh! Goodness gracious. I seem to have gotten everyone's attention. Oh, I can't jump up there. How many ghouls are in this place? Answer, a whole heck of a lot. Okay, so they're hold up in the place that I was killing them out of already? So this is what I came here for. Wait, that's a cigar. This is what I came here for, the Overseer's Journal, entry 4.
Overseer's personal journal. 4 years of living, learning, and breathing Vault-Tec. graduating with honors in the overseer track. Dad was so proud. Came out even though he was already so sick. I must have impressed the right people because I was offered the next available overseer. I had just graduated. It was supposed to take years. Maybe they knew the war was inevitable. When I learned that 76 was going to be built, I was so excited I jumped right out of my chair and did a little dance around the living room. Appalachia would be safe, no matter what happened. Evan chose that moment to propose, a lunkhead. He knew I wouldn't say no after hearing the news. He knew me better than anyone. Dad died a few months after Evan and I moved in together. He really wanted to walk me down the aisle. Well, I didn't really get to walk down there either, so...
Okay, so the Overseer had a very good time at Voltec. And then her boyfriend proposed to her. And then she never married her boyfriend because I guess everything got in the way in the real life. In the meantime, I'm going to use this bench to scrap things I don't need. Oh, yes. Shotgun is in proper working order now. That makes me feel better. So next, I need to go to Welch, which is down here in the Ash Heap region. It's actually way down here. But there's still a lot to do here. I have the Toxic Valley to explore up here. An alligator to climb inside of, apparently. And there's still plenty more to do in this region, so I'm going to stick around in the forest for a bit longer. Welcome back to the